So, you know, I think this has been a common question for a lot of the veterans, but, first year without Drew Brees in that locker room, you have obviously a voice that's been around for a while. What have you taken on any kind of added leadership roles across the locker room with such a, established voice, or what has that been like so far?
It's kind of early, really. We haven't had much full team activity interaction to where it's one voice kind of leading the room, so to say. We've done some things, but mostly we've been real technique driven and position specific. So um, I'm sure as soon as we get back, well, that absence of Drew will be visible. It'll be clear for sure. And we got a ton of leaders, ton of great players and guys that are more than capable of stepping into added roles, whether it be verbally, being more vocal or playing a position, with Taysom and Jameis.
Ron, when you say technique driven and position specific, how receptive have you guys been to that? Have you liked that approach, that new approach?
It's been great. It's been great. Off season is the time that you get better. Like that's the time that you try to make that jump and improve on every aspect of your game. So being able to do that in such a detailed, slow pace is extremely beneficial for the young guys. Extremely beneficial for coaching changes to be able to put their imprint, put their footprint on what they would like to see.
You mentioned that the coaching changes. Like, does this approach just kind of allow, just to expand on that, to allow like more culture setting and becoming more clear on kind of what they want and how they want things to be done?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, every coach have their idea of what they want it to look like and what they would like to see on film. And it's the player's job to take coaching and be able to display that those techniques, those teachings on film. So it's been great to dive into real detailed technique work and then be able to go watch that on film. Like, all things normal, you won't get a chance to just really watch Indy or taking two steps. You're not gonna be able to watch that. You're watching practice and you're watching all these plays kind of fast. So it's been great to slow it down and break it down.
Obviously, with how the season ended, you guys didn't like losing to the Buccaneers, and it's a ways away till you guys have that rematch. But how much more of a rivalry is that now, given what happened last season, and obviously Atlanta lost some people, so how much more of a rivalry is it between you and the Buccaneers now?
Uh, I mean, we got to lock in on everything we need to do to be a better team than we were last year, and that's really it. That's really the our focus, our main focus. We don't really think too much about who we're playing, what week, what time. It don't really matter. The best Saints outfit we can put out. I always bet on us.
How's it been adding Street back to the room?
Been great. It's been great, man. You guys spend time with Zach and around Zach. He's a strong personality, extremely intelligent guy, and he's been bringing his a lot of that detail, and those real precise teachings he's been having his hand on for sure. So it's been great to have a guy that's played the position at a high level for a long time. That experience will trickle down to each and every guy.
Hey, Terron, now that y'all are kind of towards the end of the week, how do you like the changes in this year's minicamp, and is that something you'd like to see going forward?
Yes, it was good to me. I like being able to focus on, like, I keep saying the small things, the because that's how you improve. Doing the small things right. And I'm a real big improve during the off season kind of player. That's my goal every off season to get better. So it's been great, been able to do that. OTAs and minicamp is always kind of tough because D linemen running crazy. You can't really grab nothing or hit nothing, and they all run 4-4. when you got the shorts and t-shirts on. So it's been great not having to deal with all that.
A little off topic, but can you tell us a little bit about your Scholars location opening on Friday?
Girl.
I know you put a lot of work in that.
I appreciate that, Lob, and yes, I will. So I got my grand opening tomorrow, 3 p.m. It only lasts about 30 minutes. So Scholars is a Canada-based company, and it started off with one center in Toronto. It has blossomed to about 70 centers spread across the country. And the reason for that growth is the success that they've had, the production with the students. The curriculum is second to none. It's been created by professors, doctors, scientists, and it's award-winning curriculum that has been producing these kids are learning at such an accelerated rate. So I'm opening the second Scholars in the United States, but which will be the flagship Scholars, and we are looking to branch quickly. So the first one we're opening is in Old Metairie, but already having a plan to open 2 more in the city of New Orleans. And it's a great opportunity, a great product for the community, for the students. So I would love to see all you guys out there to come check it out, walk around, and I think it'll be extremely beneficial for everyone.
Have you seen any change in just Ruiz, and his approach coming back this year from year 1 to year 2? Does he seem more confident or anything like that?
Yeah. C's ready, man. He look good. He looks real. He looks strong. He's been putting work in, and that was never a question with C's anyway. He's a guy that wants to do well and will, for sure. C's is going to be a player in this league for a long time. Zach has helped him out a lot. Nuge has helped him out a lot during this time, spending more and more time with him opposed to just going against other people. They've been able to break down some of the things that were continuing to show up on film that needed to be addressed and improved, which C's has put that time in.
Terron, if I'm not mistaken, you were working out with Eric McCoy this offseason, right?
Yeah, spent some time with Eric, spent some time with Ethan, Throckmorton. Those guys go out to Dallas and train with me with Duke Manyweather. So with Eric specifically, I mean, he's obviously played at a really high level his first couple of years in the league, but how have you seen him kind of continue to kind of make that jump year to year? I'm a huge fan of Eric. Huge fan. He's not only just an exceptional player, exceptional person as well. The way he handles his business off the field, conducts himself. He's a true professional, and he's a great player. With Drew absence, he would probably be the one, probably the most directly affected immediately, with some communication, some calls, some things I would try to help with, but the center usually is the one directing those things. Not to say that the quarterbacks aren't capable at all, but Eric is capable as well. So that communication between those 2 positions would be big.
Last question for Terron. We'll have Nick Vanette.
What do you guys need to do to be an interchangeable parts offensive line in terms of if somebody, goes down in the middle of the season where somebody could step in and you could have the same level of chemistry?
Yeah. I mean, never thinking of anyone ever leaving the lineup. But it's the NFL and the game of football. Things happen. Like I've applauded the front office over the last several years for the guys that they have brought into the system, into the building. The level of player that we've had to come in at spot 6, 7, 8 has been incredible, and I see the same, if not improved. We got some guys, and we haven't even played football yet, but we got some guys that I think that can be some really good players and be vital for us going forward.
Thanks, Terron.
Wow,
Appreciate it.